The Twinsburg Varsity boys soccer team has had much recent success and has long been a great source of pride in the Twinsburg community. Mike Lally, in his 32nd year as Twinsburg head coach, has done an incredible job of keeping the Tigers highly competitive in an ultra-competitive suburban league.
The Suburban League is truly one of the best soccer leagues in Ohio. I think part of that is because top to bottom you have a lot of experienced coaches there, and that helps tremendously. And I think all the communities have distinct styles of soccer, so it's not like you have to prepare for every team. So there are teams that are counter-attacking and defensive-minded and creative. So it makes for, that way it's a really fun league that there's so many different styles of soccer. But I think top to bottom, what you find out is that teams find a way to compete every day. And you know, just a couple days ago, just yesterday actually, Nardonia beat Solon in a match. So you know, it's always, you have to bring your A game every day. For the people that follow soccer, we joke about it, but it's kind of like the Champions League. Every game is super important. So I think our success in that has been that even when we've had bad teams, we've worked really hard to be competitive. And sometimes that means you work without the ball. I think we prepare for our opponents, we scout all our opponents, but most importantly, the guys are super competitive, and they're willing to change what they do to get a result and finish as high as they can in the league. So it does make for some really challenging games. Every night is a grind, for sure. I think last year was a great year for us. We made it to the district finals. We were, top 10 in Cleveland. The boys were all Ohio academic, all Greater Cleveland academic, and we're really proud of that. And they had a successful season, winning and beating some big opponents. But I think part of that is, and we joke a little bit about that with our guys, but we joke with them, the deal. You sign up for this, you sign up to play against really good opponents across the way. A lot of storied teams that we face. So I think just the fact that we were competitive in all our games, save maybe the Ignatius game last year, was highly successful. But it's football. You never know. I mean, sometimes things go your way, sometimes they don't. And that the group last year had, and this group as well, I think had a certain amount of toughness and could deal with the ups and downs, the injuries that occur, guys not being able to play, all kinds of challenges. So that was our key, I think, last year. I think this group inherited a little bit of that toughness and that willingness to deal with adversity. And it's a young season, but we're already going to start seeing a little bit of that as well. As far as our goals this year, our goal every year is to win the league and to make it into the regionals, and I think that's our goals this year. We have some other goals there: to play attractive football, to have a good training regimen, to follow what's called periodization, to make sure we're not burning guys out. And the coaches have some goals as well, is to try to have inventive, creative training sessions with the guys. So it's a process, but it does help. Over the last couple of years, we had a little bit of success, and guys buy into what we're saying. I joke about this, but with other coaches from other sports, but it's like 1955 around here. The guys come every day to go to work. They're very unselfish. There's not big egos. It's a pleasure to be around them. I mean, just hanging around talking with the guys about soccer is pretty cool.
To start the 2023 campaign, the Tigers are 2-1 and had perhaps the biggest victory in recent school history by beating national powerhouse St. Ignatius.
The match against St. Ignatius is always one that the guys circle on the calendar because you're playing a nationally ranked team usually. There's a number of Division I college signers or future college signers there. So that part I think doesn't get up for because you're going to be playing against good teams, a good team, and that just gets you fired up. I think the fact that the community and the guys want the ambition to play a team like that year in and out speaks a lot about what they think about themselves as soccer players. It would be easy only to schedule them when we think we can compete with them. We don't do that, we play them every year. So even years when things are not going super well for us, we're still going to be in that match. So I like that ambition about our guys. But for sure, yeah, beating a team that hadn't lost a regular season game in 77 matches, beating a team that was number 3 in the country at the time, yeah, I think those boys will really remember that game. But again, a big part of that was they did it collectively. They worked super hard as a group. and we were really proud of them as well. I think the community was proud of them as well, but it is just one match, and we have a lot more work to do.
Yeah, so last year we were a solid team. We got the district finals, we played well, but this year I feel like we're a way different team, and comes different challenges. We play different, and I feel like our expectations are way higher this year. I honestly feel like we're a much more composed team, better team this year, and we have our eye on a prize, and we're gonna go for it.
Last year we mostly juniors and sophomores. We had strong seniors, but not that many. And this year we lots of those juniors and sophomores. We grew up, a lot stronger team. We're an older team now. So I think this year we have higher expectations. We hope to make it further. Other teams lost, I feel like, more seniors than us, so we're like a stronger team compared to others. So I think that we are very confident for this year and hope to get much further than last year, maybe make it to regionals or states.
My goals are just to help us win and give us the best chance to put us in the best place at the end of the season. And our goal is really, after beating Ignatius, we could compete against anyone. Obviously, it doesn't mean every game is going to be perfect. We're not going to beat every team that we play probably, but we're going to compete, and we're hopefully just going to give our best every single game, continue to get better, and that's the only thing you can do at the end of the day.
So the first game, Cleveland Heights, when we scored 6 goals, gave us a lot of confidence because we realized we could actually score. We were struggling in the summer to score, so it helped build our confidence, and we knew we could compete with Iggy because they lost a lot of seniors and we're an older team now. And when we got our first goal, it kind of gave us confidence, and we played a lot harder during that game.
Being a captain is great, especially of a team like this. I feel like we really don't have one standout player. We're all really good players. Everyone is very skilled, and it's good to be the leader, but I feel like we all do our own parts, and I expect everyone to be a leader on the team, and we come to practice every day and get it done.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, in the beginning, in my first years as coach here, we were not super competitive, but we worked really hard. I think you have to be pragmatic. That's the term we use in football. You have to coach the team you have and find a way to be competitive, and that's really a big difference between club and high school. In high school, the results really matter, and you've got to find a way to get those results. So I think my success has been that I've been willing to change my coaching style and change what we do to try to keep those results. But I've also been really lucky at Twinsburg that over the years I've had some fantastic assistant coaches, and that helps tremendously. So the head women's coach, John Garber, was my assistant coach at one time, and John's a great coach. And Gus Critchlow, my assistant coach, was the Ohio Assistant Coach of the Year. And Chase Benson was a player of mine, played in college. He's a great coach. Russ Chappell is in the Holland Hall of Fame as a player for football and soccer. So there's just quality people. So when you get a lot of people working a problem, my feeling is you tend to get good results. I think the other thing is that the community grew in soccer over the years. And so where we are right now, it's incredibly fun to be around. So I think I can look back. And Gus has been my assistant coach for some 30 years as well. I think we can all look back as a community and say, wow, we've come a long way. So you can put things in perspective. I mean, no one likes losing, but you look at the quality of play and the quality of kids on the field and the families and the soccer community here, and it's an honor just to be part of it right now.
With a grueling schedule ahead, including a district final rematch against Hudson, these Tigers are hungry to make an even deeper run in 2023.